Alright everyone, we're about to get started. This is basically the Omega-Q test fish oil, just to determine whether or not, basically the fish oil that you're using, if it's good or not, Keep in mind this experiment is not to show you what happens to your body. Again, it's just to test whether or not, you have a quality fish oil or not, because it is vital to have a good quality fish oil, because if you don't, in prior experience is that your fish oil might not be fish oil, okay? But here's the experiment. All you're gonna need is a cup, okay? Make sure that the cup is see-through. This one has a little bit of a frost in it, so keep in mind I'm just using things that are in my house, okay? And of course you need a styrofoam cup, and also you're gonna need the Omega-Q, okay? Or your type of fish oil, whatever kind of fish oil you use. Grab it from your house, your mom. Doesn't really matter. Just as long as it says it's fish oil, we can test it, okay? Just to determine whether it's good or not, all right? And also you're going to really need a paper clip, all right? Not too sure whether or not this will work too well. I couldn't find a pin in my house. If you guys have any safety pins, those will be really, really good to use because you can poke through the fish oil so you can kind of squeeze it inside, okay? But let me explain. All right, so take your styrofoam cup, not very hard, okay? And fill it up with some hot water, okay? Make sure the water is hot to basically conduct this experiment so then it does pretty well, okay? Don't put too much, all right? Don't fill it to the rim because you want to see what happens, all right? Just fill it up enough so, there's some water in there, okay? You want to place the cup inside, all right? And when you place the cup inside, make sure that the bottom doesn't touch. The reason why is because, that's going to play a huge factor in what happens to this experiment, okay? So basically it will cut through if you have a good fish oil, okay? But let me explain, all right? Let me set my phone down here. Alright, so take one of your fish oils, okay? As you can see, take your paper clip and then poke through the fish oil, okay? I only have two hands, so it's kind of hard to hold this. So bear with me here. Alright, let's place it right there. Alright, hope you guys can see me okay. Now poke through fish oil. Make sure you don't squirt yourself in the eye. Yeah. Alright, poked. You can almost smell the fish oil, okay? Now take it out lightly. Now, give me a second here. Take your fish oil. Now squeeze it inside. Squeeze it all in there. Get it all out. Now you can see that it's sticking to the top. And why? Why would it do that? Because it's fish oil. Fish oil is not supposed to blend into water, alright? If you have a product and you kind of squeeze it in there and it's looking like water, you're probably paying for the wrong stuff, alright? But let me drop that in there really quick. And then just wait. Wait a couple minutes and you'll begin to see what happens, to the cup. Okay, you see that rim? It's starting to cut through. And the reason why it starts to cut through is because, any type of fish oil, or if it is oil in general, if they claim to say what's inside of the label, it should cut through or cut right through the cup, because cups, typically they are held together by some type of oil, and when the two combinations combine together, they will collide, and when they collide, they kind of mix together, and then it'll cut through the styrofoam. Okay. Make sure it's in there. I don't want this thing to fall out. Wow, look at that. That's pretty crazy. Yep, and as it cuts through, you'll notice, now look at the inside. Wow. And that's typically what happens to fish oil. And there it goes, to the very bottom. Okay, cool. Well, there you have it. That's, how to test whether or not your fish oil is, of a quality. Keep in mind, if you use cold water, it's going to take a very long time, even if you do have a really good fish oil, okay? If you don't, have a good fish oil and it didn't do this, your cup is still standing there, it didn't even have the yellow rim on it, you know, whatever you're paying for, you know, they tried to stretch it. You know, companies like to do that so they can make more money and or whatever it could be, okay? But this is pretty much the fish oil text. At RX, this is great to, of course, show future teammates and customers on really what's going on with our product. And keep in mind, this is also combined with CoQ10, coenzyme Q10. Of course, you couldn't see it, you know, entirely, the coenzyme Q10, but you saw more of the fish oil in there, which is great. You know, and of course, you know, we're definitely excited to see a lot of the other RX products come out. And, you know, of course, stay tuned and make sure you do your Apple experiment as well. Again, this is just a testing video, so hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.